Spike down B.
Okay, nice. We gotta help your team fight. Okay, so you got your turret on defense. I think you should just be like helping your Sage push up. Just help her trade out if she you know, does something. If bat is in 5. Okay, valid that game. That's alright. We like to fall by after win. Yeah, it's not a bad thing to fall by, especially in these lower ranks where it's probably going to pay off a lot more. But you can probably skimp out and get light shields, because if you lose that round, you want to get like, as Killjoy, you're gonna want to at least like get some util if you spend it all. So that's why I say like light shields are usually better, because you can it just gives you an extra 600 to spend on utility for the next round, whether you win or not. But you're a very important character when it comes to holding areas. So you've already got your turret here, so you really want to be pushing onto site to help your team fight. You know, not necessarily take it, but like once they take it, just holding it. So that could be like placing your bot on doors, you know, putting your mollies on the spike, just, you know, for post plant. Here for like 30 seconds or more, you know, 40 seconds, and no one's pushed. Nice. Those are 2 good kills. Welcome to bronze. So you're holding this angle for this like first bit stairs. Well, you need to like readjust your angle so the headshot is for the higher part of the stairs, because right now you're aiming like at their like midsection, like their hip sort of level, or if someone peeks out that. So just every like start peeking an angle, you want to be like just readjusting to make sure you're always on that head level, and that will come with time and experience. But at the beginning, it's good to just think about like, am I aiming in the right place? Yes or no. See, like look here's your comparison. Look how low you're aiming, right? This is where you're peaking, so you want to be aiming headshots for where you're peaking.
Operator B.
Because what that does is it'll reduce the time that you need to flick, because flicking is time, right? And as you get higher ranks, people are gonna have a faster reaction time, so you want to cut out as much time as possible. And by like being in that like right sort of position, you know, all you have to do is like press the button and you pretty much get the kill. Not always, but yeah, that's how it will be.
One pushing behind.
So if there's a lot of height differences, what you can do is you can just do A and D. So you can just like peek it and then unpeek like really quickly. You can also do jump peeking, which is like, you know, you jump on the corner and like go back straight away. They won't be able to react fast enough when you're jump peeking, and that will tell you what height they are. So if I go back to this position, let me go all the way back. So right here, what you can do is you can just stand like either on this angle, and you just jump peek, and you can see which height that they are. So if you know that they're on site, you can do it like here. You can just jump out and jump back in. You can find out what height that they're at, and then you know which like level to aim at. I know it can be difficult, but ideally you want to be aiming at like the highest point, because it's a lot easier to go down than it is to go up if you start spraying. Because let's say you start spraying and like you're pulling down, because that's what you have to do for spray control, and then you want to move up. It's a lot more difficult to know where that bullet is going to land. It's sort of like a luck factor sort of thing, whereas if you're pulling down, it's more likely that you're going to like hit the person below you as you pull down. Again, don't need to hold in this angle, but we said that a lot of times.
Spike down B.
Let's say in this situation you got 2 kills here. Your team has still just all died on spike, and now you're in a 3v1 situation, and you don't have any control of the map. You know, it's almost like a game of, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a game of chess. You know, you just want to take as much of the board as possible, and you're like holding a not very important piece of the board right now. You know, the A and B site are the targets, right?
B.
Those are the parts that you want to be, you know, holding the most. This is just information. This isn't a defense point like a site would be, where you might like hide on site behind a turret. Yeah, that's it. That lets you just aim better. You did a good job with your ult, like to help your team get site.
Play with my ult.
Turn out. I have the spike.
Okay, nice.
One
Good
behind.
readjustment. You know there's one flank. This is when you can fight it, right?
Gonna hit again.
Did you get your ult again?
Turn out.
Didn't you just use it last round? Oh, I went backwards. Oh, wait, did I go backwards?
Last play.
You missed last round, I got revived. Oh, okay. Dude, I was wondering how you just got your thing again. That's my bad. Okay. Yeah, you use your ult. And now you're getting revived. Got it. Okay. My bad.
Think-
So wait, you got 4K or something? Damn.
On 60.
Chambers -80. He's
Last
-80.
player standing. One
Nice.
enemy remaining.
Think it, please.
Like, so your brimstone already died. I would just peek this for info as opposed to trying to fight it, because you're the person who needs to be defending while you're Sage and Phoenix push side. You sort of need to be defending your ultimate. It's unlikely that they're gonna push it anyway because of where it's located, but the only thing that they could do is when this person flanking here has a direct like view of it. So you want to be like defending it, and like the way to defend it is by like not dying, which seems kind of stupid because it seems like, oh, if I'm defending it, I have to kill the enemies that are coming to it. Yes, but not really. You sort of just want to be staying alive and just making sure that they don't have like a direct shot at it to destroy it.
Last.
Because that's like what's gonna win you the round right now. But yeah, we'll go back. Haven't seen you pushing a lot from the other side. Got a lot of kills though, which is good.
Get out of my way.
Okay. How much money did you have? If you want to have the best impact into your game as possible, you want to be playing with your team and helping them get this map control, and then keep that map control. So you want to be like all the way up here with your Sage, because your Sage dies. If you had played with your Sage, as soon as she dies, you can just run. You can like run out, swing that, and just kill the Jet straight away. And now the enemy don't have like that. They don't have that advantage over you anymore.
Spike down A.
But now because you're in this position, she can just like pick you off one by one, pretty much.
I got the spike.
And you've lost pretty much. You're like tied most important player. Like you and Sage are like the most important player, because they kept pushing both
Guys,
sides.
Maybe best rotate.
Sure, I can get that's frustrating. But that doesn't mean you should sit back and do nothing. You know, if you're frustrated, then choose one. You know, if two people are pushing B, then go push B and push us 3, and then you're like more likely to win that site. You know.
Guys, maybe best rotate.
All coming back.
Go rotate, go rotate.
You want to play? Let's play.
Like Sage goes alone A with Spike. Yeah, and I can get that's frustrating. But if we let's put this situation, like, let's put this into a different perspective. If you'd played with your Sage and got this kill as soon as she died, and then you'd rotated to B, you now wouldn't be in a situation where Reyna and Jet are both gonna peek you. You're now just gonna have Reyna peeking you, and it's gonna be a lot easier to take a 1v1. Like, I know that's like a hypothetical, but even though it's frustrating, you still need to play with your team. You still want to be able to follow up on your team's frags. And in these ranks, it's not going to be like how it is when you see it in higher ranks, where all 4 are pushing a site and you have 1 lurker. That's just not how it is. And it can... The advice that I would give to you as a bronze is not the same advice I give to a diamond, because your matches are going to be playing differently. So in this situation, you want to be going in 2s to just try and trade on those kills. Because that's all you can really do. As I'm saying, it comes to weapon diff. You just have to play in 2v1s like every single time, just to keep your advantage and to keep those round wins. You know, you could use, although it wouldn't be the best, you could use no utility this whole match, and if you played both your Sage and you peeking together every single like corner, you'd probably win the map. Just not even using util, and just because that's how important team play is in these lower ranks, because they can't spray you very well, and if they do, it's just luck. Like, they don't have the skill to do that, or to know how they should approach when there's 2 enemies pushing them. Yeah.
Crazy.
Anyway, A site. Yeah, this is the best hold. I would place your turret. This is just how you should set up. I'm gonna show you like the A setup. You should I would place your turret up there, because that's gonna be watching your main. And then place your alarm bot somewhere around here. I would do it like after the barrier goes down. You can place it there. And then what you can do is you can hold main from either site, or you can play like off of site here. That's how I play it. A is very hard to like hold as a single person. You can also play site if you have enough time to obviously get towards it. Then you can play site. Don't place your mollies down. I don't recommend it. They usually have no impact. Even if it's like anti-plant, it usually doesn't have an impact. It's better to just save it for retake. If it's just one, let's say you're retaking A, and they've planted like in a spot that isn't for main, you can just molly off main and start defusing. If they push you in molly, they take damage, but they're unlikely to because they don't want to take damage. So yeah, that's how I play that. That's just your setup. I was trying to set up from an Immortal Killjoy main streamer. Sure. But Immortals do not play like bronzes. They're gonna see your turret and be scared. Because you've always got to think about it. In Immortal levels, like, your teams are going to be playing for you a lot more better. Like, they're going to be smoking for you, they're going to use your utility for you, and you're going to be using your util for them. Whereas in these sort of levels, it plays a lot more individually. It comes a lot more down to individual plays, right? And so if you've got like a Cracks Reyna, because a lot of the lower levels are just individual plays, if that Reyna is playing individually better in 1v1s and whatever than anyone else in the lobby, that Reyna's team is going to win. Which is why I try to highlight like playing with your Sage in those like 2v1, like trying to play 2v1s and taking that advantage. But because of this, I just like the turret on top, because it gives your alarm bot more of a usage, I guess. It's because people got an open door and like not go through, but that alarm bot will tell you if they have actually like committed to it. Whereas let's say a lot of people in bronze, they like to insta rotate. If they insta rotate and you're left on site alone, you have almost no idea what's going on if they like run through door or not. So that alarm bot, that alarm bot lets you know if you place it a bit deep like there, maybe actually, it lets you know if they've actually gone through door rather than just open it to try and throw you off. That turret lets you know if people are pushing up dish pretty early on, and that can allow you to adjust. Yeah, I've been watching. Yeah, I like to have it watching dish on the doors too. Yeah, and you can just hold main, and if they are pushing main, you can just like stop it with a nano swarm. But don't place it down straight away, because if they don't push A, you've now just like a nano swarm that you now can't use. Which is why Sentinels is difficult to play, because you don't know when you should and shouldn't place your util on defense. If it can't be recalled. It's like tripwires and cameras, it doesn't really matter because you can record them. But things like nano swarms, you can't pick them up. Or like chamber slow. Okay, nice second kill.
Spike down A.
Where was that from? That was from Dish.
Spike down A.
Where did that Viper come from? Viper went upstairs, and we didn't even see it. You see that? Oh, sorry, let me full screen it. She just went upstairs. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, I thought she dropped out Dish.
One but Viper.
Last player standing.
So yeah, she messed up that whole thing by pushing the stairs. And I think this just comes down to Itzy reloading. That's an okay reload. But once you got 7 bullets like this, you don't need to reload. You can sort of just keep it how it is. And because you're hiding and reloading, you're not like you've now allowed like them to get to a position where they can like kill you.
Spike down A.
Sage clutches it.
Spike planted.
Enemy down.
1,
One enemy
2.
remaining.
What is Brainer looking at? Where's this guy talking in chat? Man? Where is she looking?
Your defense, just chill. She's hurt, by the
No
way.
charges left.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice from Sage. That was a good job. That was a nice last shot as well. So yeah, you see what I mean? Because you've used 2 mollies now, you have no mollies for retake to prevent anything else.
They're coming E. Hey.
2A.
Found them.
Sage should get this kill on Reyna.
She run.
So you can peek this now. You can go for info, just jump peek this. You don't need to commit to it. It's like when you're in your games, if you've got a setup and you've got like an ally who's like holding this position where you like spend your util, it's okay to like move it around and change things up. Once those go B, yeah, and teammates are stubborn, they don't go B. I know like it is better for them to go B. The like ideal Sage lineup is Sage goes B and she walks arcade. Unfortunately, like she doesn't, so maybe just try and play to the benefit of her. If she's playing A, just play around it, honestly. Okay, good position. I like this. But you see what I'm saying here about saving your mollies? You could have mollied that and like prevented a push, or you could have mollied wherever they're gonna plant now, default instead, and just like waste more of the time.
I can revive.
One dead. Your
One
duty
after.
is not over.
Good readjust.
I think they rotate to A. Killjoy, go to their bots. Yeah, nice.
Found them. Killed my bot.
Okay, so you know that there's one
Dish.
drop.
Seconds left.
Bomb grenade out.
Good retake with the team.
Planted.
Nice kill. And you know where the last one is.
Behind.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. I thought she went B and pushed inside every round. Yeah.
Behind.
Okay, so this is well played. This was a good first kill. You sort of caught the Viper in a bad spot, and then you went to trade your Sage
just
while
behind.
defending the KO. I think you played this pretty well. I don't think the Jet was expecting it, so pretty well played. Good retake. Not a lot to say, like not a lot bad to say about that. So yeah, not anything bad to say about that actually. times, they're going to be predicting it sitting there. So
One dish.
I wouldn't recommend sitting there after like you've done it a few times, or anyone on your
Two
team's done it a few times.
Alarm bot down.
Yeah, because you can see she's already pre-aiming it because she knows someone's going to be there.
Phoenix, it's B.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Yeah, hard.
No, you don't.
I think you lose this one. Do you lose this one? Keep it a surprise. Didn't mute. Change your mollies, which I don't mind. I think that's good.
Leon.
Four.
One enemy.
Okay, nice. Good kill. Don't know where the other one is.
Don't push, Phoenix. Don't push. Just let. Ah, well played.
Nice. Okay. Good round. You didn't. Yeah, you got the kill on the Viper and that was it. So,
I know what must be done.
well played, I guess. It's good to peek that door. Because, you know, to see if anyone's pushed through. So, yeah. Anyway.